In the film universe there are already a series of prominent names who are of course part of the treasure trove of world culture. It is no coincidence that Leon Qafzezi is a well-known name in the world of both cinema and poetry, and, having such a baggage, it is natural that he will strive for a dignified book. Given the predisposition of the author of this interesting and valuable book, it is worth emphasizing this extensive information that brings through the pages of the book. News about the most prominent figures and their opinion. The author undertakes to bring here the work experience of Carly Chaplin, David Griffith, Roberto Rossellini, Bergman, Jean Cocteau, F. Coppola, Buñuel, etc. Of course, the author is not satisfied with just one piece of information. The dimensions of the book go beyond information. There are intimacy, truths and curiosities. There are often attempts at an analytical attitude, where valuable ideas and thoughts are decomposed, which undoubtedly preoccupy the esteemed reader. The film as a genre is one of the most difficult, but this does not presuppose that it is impossible. The protagonists of this book are exactly those who have done almost the impossible in the realization of their masterpieces that are already left to humanity. Which cinema has gone through since its creation until today. The author undertakes to decompose the component accessories. This is not a short biography of the great Eisenstein, but a detail which takes on the dimensions of the whole. This is undoubtedly the acquisition of serious research by Leon Qafzezi and a work voluminous several years to reach exactly this modest but pretentious book. We often read prominent articles in various press organs where information is given about prominent figures of cinema. But I would like to draw the reader's attention to the fact that in this book the aim is given to give a concise and accurate summary of the substratum of directing stars. There. The names of the geniuses of interpretation, the actors who shape the screen appear here as shining meteors, but the author does not aim here. He has another parameter in depth, the director. I would say that these are exactly the options of the author of the book, those that open before the reader a wide spectrum on the extremely tedious work of film directing. Leon Qafzezi's creative ability also stands out in the book. This is another feature of this book. Every writing for each master of the film sounds like a beautiful and interesting story. This is the reason why the book is read with a spirit that keeps you in tension. Trying to make a photographic illustration of the protagonists less than Leon Qafzezi brings in the pages of the book interesting photos as well as an artistic photomontage that intrigues the content. The whole book, which I would definitely call Leon Qafzezi's creative ability to sound credible, requires experience, culture and quality skills that are not lacking in the author in question greater than, and the suggestions given are the result of this broad vision of the magical world of film. The author is also the author of several television documentaries as well as director and screenwriter of the feature film, Headache, where again we have the protagonists, the most famous figures of cinematic art. It is passion, then work, and talent, then realization. It is fatigue, can and work at the same time. the realization of this beautiful and surprising memorial for the great masters of the world of world cinema. The author's contribution is also valuable in terms of the efforts he makes to reveal the intimate world of the film's waters. There are no sensations but some truths that surprise you and make you think. The conclusions are just as concise. Yes, the reader finds there, perhaps, the time himself, and they are fragmented parts of those realities that we have not known until today. In closing, I would like to wish the author success and other books about the great world of film Vassal to Baku.